practicing attorney in South Carolina today, goes to the office every day. He served in the House for 2 terms, served on the Aeronautics Commission, was president of the county bar. He's in the American College of Trial Lawyers. He's a defense lawyer, like I was until I came in this job. And I would say he and my mother taught us, I have 5 brothers, and she taught us one set of rules. My father taught us the rest,
Okay.
and I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud to be.
2 minutes.
Congressman Barrett, your answer, sir.
Without a doubt, my dad was a small businessman, and I grew up as coal bucket boy in his hardware store. He told me one thing. He said, son, character is not one of the things that matters. It is the only thing that matters. And character is not made in a crisis. It's revealed. You don't give your word very often, but when you do, you back it up. And I learned that in a small business in Westminster, South Carolina, and I learned it from a gentleman that I called father.
Thank you very much, sir. Lieutenant Governor Bauer.
My grandfather was the most influential person in my life. As a small boy, I spent a lot of time with him on the job site, learning the trades of the building business and trying to create my own skills, and that's how I created a business, and I lost him. Since I've been lieutenant governor, it's been a big loss, but by far it'll be my grandfather.
Thank you very much, sir. And finally, Representative Haley.
My mom and dad, I mean, they taught us every day how blessed we were to live in this country. They loved the fact that you could start something, work as hard as you wanted, be as successful as you wanted to be, and nothing was going to get in our way. I started doing the accounting, the books for their business when I was 13, and it's because they didn't want me to know limitations. They didn't want me to know the limitations of age. They didn't want me to know the limitations of gender. They didn't want me to know the limitations of being Indian. They just said, whatever you do, be great at it and make sure that people remember you for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for those remarks. I appreciate that. Finally, your chance now to look the voters directly into the eye, look into that camera, and explain to them why you should be the next governor of South Carolina. We'll do this in alphabetical order. Congressman, you have a minute, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, the issue is jobs, first and foremost. As a businessman, I understand that you have to have a successful plan if you want to succeed. And we do. It's called putting South Carolina back to work. It starts immediately with employing thousands of people in South Carolina. It has comprehensive tax reform, not just for businesses that are here, but new businesses coming in. It has infrastructure, not only where we're going to put it, but how we're going to pay for it. It also has restructuring, not just for South Carolina, but for the Department of Commerce, where we focus on bringing development and businesses into South Carolina. It also has energy by making South Carolina the leader when it comes to energy independence. Ladies and gentlemen, we can take South Carolina somewhere where she's never been before, where our sons and daughters can graduate and take jobs in Columbia or Westminster, not Charlotte or Atlanta, where the next job is across the street, not across the nation, and where small business and entrepreneurs are the heart and soul of this economy, not government. I've been blessed to be your congressman for the last 8 years. I would be honored to be your governor. I ask for your support and your vote.
Thank you very much, sir. Lieutenant Governor, you have the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not running for governor to do the easy stuff. I'm running for governor to do the very difficult things, to change generational poverty for generations to come, to tackle the politically incorrect things that South Carolina for too long has looked past. Everybody's going to tell you they want lower taxes, better education, lower crime. But it's time somebody really discuss these things and have a vision. I can tell you we've got to get creative on how we run government. And the next governor of this state has got to have the energy to travel the world that understands business, and I do because I'm running my business right now, and how to attract those people to come to South Carolina. For the last 8 years when the governor couldn't be there, I've been there. I've met with the people that purchased the land for an intermodal port. I've met with the businesses that have Nanoplastics right there in Lake City. I have been doing that. Nobody's going to have to give me on-the-job training. And I can tell you I can work with the legislature. They put an agency in the Lieutenant Governor's office, and it's probably one of the most successful agencies ever in the state of South Carolina. If you don't believe it, ask a senior. I ask you for your vote.
Thank you very much, sir. Representative Haley, your minute.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have an important decision to make on June 8th. This is not about electing a Republican candidate. This is about electing a conservative candidate. We've seen a lot of Republicans who give you the talking points, but we need someone with the conservative actions to really represent those talking points. I've fought for you when I've tried to get legislators to vote on the record, and we've won in the House. I want to make sure that I continue to fight with you as we go forward. I can tell you that this election in 2010 on the state and federal level are going to matter like they never had before. I can tell you that what I can see as we go across this state, I have never seen people more spirited about their government and elected officials so scared. It's a beautiful thing. But I will close by telling you this. I am a woman that understands with God, through Him, all things are possible. I am the daughter of parents that reminded us every day how blessed we were to live in this country. I'm the sister of a man who fought in Desert Storm, and I still remember what it was like when we didn't know if he'd come home. I'm the wife of a husband that puts on a military uniform every day and loves his job. I'm the mother of 2 children in public schools, and I care about what their education looks like, and I care about what kind of government they're going to have. But I'm a legislator that knows what good government is, and I want the people of South Carolina to know what that feels like. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Attorney General McMaster, your minute, sir.
I mentioned my father and mother a little while ago, and they taught me a lot of things about loving South Carolina and standing tall for South Carolina. And I remember one time, I was at the time the youngest U.S. attorney in the country, and I was facing some pretty difficult choices and catching some flack on some things I was doing in that position. I was appointed Ronald Reagan's first U.S. attorney in the country. And I never will forget telling my mother about it. She said, and I quote, "Son, do your job." Well, that's what I've been trying to do ever since. And made progress in the U.S. Attorney's Office and in this office as Attorney General. I've gone after the internet predators, and we've caught them. We've set up a process for criminal domestic violence courts. I'm stopping North Carolina from stealing our water, and I'm taking the fight to the Obama administration for this foisting this plan on us, is killing our liberty and our sovereignty. If you want somebody for governor who has experience voting on things, I'm not your candidate. But if you're looking for someone who's been in the executive arena, like the governor's in the executive arena, who's been getting things done, I'm your man.
I appreciate that very much. To all 4 of you, thank you very much for being here in our studios tonight. ETV very proud to host this statewide live debate. Thank you very much. Don't forget, we talk politics in the big picture Thursday at 7 o'clock, and again Sunday at noon right here on ETV. And you can also hear us on the radio statewide on our ETV news stations Friday at 1 and Sunday at 9. For all of us here at ETV, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.